What we gonna talk about today that's gonna get me in trouble? Let's get back into this once again. If you're in the chat and you can hear me, hey Lauren, press one. Press one to make sure my mic is on. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared at the Flo Show No Filter are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. Happy, what the heck is today? Wednesday, hump day. The Diddler's favorite day. Hump day might be the reason why he is locked up behind bars. What we got going on today? I'm getting my Facebook people loaded in. You know, we growing and growing. I started Facebook community starting to come over here heavy. It's feeling good. The movement is strong. And the support is stronger. Y'all are the best. And I'm going to tell you in the middle of this show, don't let me forget why y'all are the best listeners, supporters, fans that anybody can have. I don't care what nobody say. I've been saying it from the beginning, but y'all prove me right every freaking step of the way. So I appreciate everybody listening on Apple and Spotify and all the other podcast platforms. Everybody watching on YouTube live. And like I told you, anybody that wants to join us live, the Breakfast Crew is in full effect every morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can come to the chat and talk about these cases in real time. It's got to the point where the chat, they have so much fun. They had their own conversation going on for 30 minutes. So it's just a good time, a good group of people, and we get together and we talk about these cases that matter. So let's see what we got today. So today, Justin Bieber has just been advised to cut ties with Diddy, and the details are gonna make you kind of sad. I'm warning you now. Justin Bieber, as much as Diddy has become the poster child for just being a monster, and we know it ain't just Diddy, but he is the face of the monsterism that's going on in Hollywood. But as much as Diddy is the poster child for that, sadly, Justin Bieber has kind of become the poster child for the victims. And what I mean by that is to watch everything that he's going through and what I've been reading, and I just feel bad for the guy. And I really feel like nobody is ready for this to be over with more than Justin. We're going to talk about that. Another thing that's gotten out of hand is this Jay-Z and Tony Busby thing. I told people that Tony Busby had a serious uphill climb after that little snafu mistake he made, or you know, the victim, the case that got dismissed. It's a bad look, and it's gotten worse for Tony Busby. And people, like I told you, I call it like it is. I give my opinion, but at the end of the day, I tell you what I see in front of me. And once it started getting shaky, and when Tony finally had to dismiss it, and all he could say is Jay-Z cleared his name, I told y'all it was going to be a rough road for Tony Busby. I know he ain't going to take it lying down, but it still don't mean it ain't going to be tough. And after this latest article and what's going on, you about to really see how real it's getting. So Tony Busby is going, all the credentials he has and all his lawyer experience, he gonna need it on this one, y'all. And you'll see what I'm talking about once we go into this article. If we have some time, I'm gonna get into this crazy Suge Knight, Ray J, Snoop situation that's kind of getting out of hand with the Tupac trial. If I have some time, I'll get to that as well. And before we get into this Justin Bieber thing, though, you know, I always got to put one of these companies on the chopping block. And at the end of the day, you know, I cover all kind of stuff, but you know, my bread, like really where my core is standing up for the people, because I actually give a damn about the regular folk who just hustling and bustling, and we just trying to pay our bills and take care of our children and take care of our lives. And then I see this thing about DoorDash real quick, and it made me realize something. It's a story about it's a little funny story, not funny, but it's a lesson learned in this story. Now, DoorDash was just busted taking their workers tips and using our tip money to pay them instead of them paying them, and nobody knew. And they had to pay almost $20 million, and that pissed me off because y'all know I used to use DoorDash a lot, and now I don't use it no more after this. I mean, when you taking money, DoorDash is making billions, and you taking money from the people who out here working hard, just trying to deliver our food, and tips. Let me tell you why. I was 16 years old when I realized the importance of tipping, and I'm glad. One time I was at my father's house. I was about 16 years old. I might even been 17. And I used to go to my dad's house for the weekends. Every other weekend, it was like, y'all know the child support rules. So we would visit my dad every other weekend, And so, once I got older, you start getting my own food and all of that. You start getting 17. I'm working. I got my own money. So for the first time, I ordered pizza at his house. It seemed like normal day, you just ordering some pizza. So I ordered a pizza. Delivery guy came, and pizza was, I don't know, back then, let's just say the pizza was $10. I gave the guy game, he delivered it. I gave the guy $10, shut the door, and was about to eat my pizza. And my dad asked me a question that I didn't see coming. He said, Book. Book is my nickname, just so y'all know. So that's my nickname since I was a baby. He said, Book, did you tip him? I didn't think there was a right answer to that question. So I kind of chuckled and said, heck no, I gave him $10 and that was it. I didn't think nothing of it. And what my dad said next would stick with me for the rest of my life. And it taught me something that I needed to be taught at that age. And my father, one thing about it, I love my father. He was definitely wise man, but you think I'm no filter. I think I'm for sure that's where I get it from. And he said to me, Book, don't you ever order no food to my house if you ain't gonna tip or if you don't know how to tip. Man, my heart sank. I felt so bad. I said, dang, I didn't know tipping was so serious. And so, I straightened right up and said, oh, my bad. I will never do that again. And then your mind get to thinking. I felt so bad. I didn't know no better. Nobody had taught. I didn't know the importance of tipping at that time. I was still a kid and didn't really realize it. And my father told me, I didn't see that one coming. I didn't know what he was about to say. He said, don't ever order no food at my house if you ain't gonna tip. And I never did. I've tipped everybody and anybody that came in contact with me ever since. And I learned to value what it is about tipping and why we tip. And ever since then, it just made me a different person as far as even looking at how I handle workers or this or service or anything. And I'm glad that I got that lesson because I didn't know. This guy delivered pizza. He probably cussed me out when I gave him $10 and didn't give him a penny of a tip, but I didn't know no better. But one thing, like I said, my dad was the original no filter. He great, smart man, very, he ain't gonna disrespect you or nothing like that. But he gonna tell you some harsh truth, and he gonna say it in a way that you ain't gonna never forget it. And so when he told me don't ever order no food without tipping to his house, embarrassing him, it stuck with me. So I say all that to say, so when this DoorDash thing came, and I'm about to get to the Diddy and Justin Bieber stuff, but like I said, y'all know I care about the common man, so you're gonna have to listen to this. So DoorDash, I'm not using you no more. You gonna take. You're making all that money, and then when I ordered DoorDash, I've been ordering DoorDash since people didn't even know what DoorDash was. And even if I didn't have the money, I made sure at least I tipped the person $2. Even on my brokest days, even when I might have needed that $2 to actually get some more fries or something back in the day. And to come to find out that these a-holes, y'all know they got me watching my language, these a-holes have been taking the money from people who grinding and trying to do what they can in this economy to the point where y'all had to give up and pay back dang near $20 million. Shame on DoorDash. And now it's for me. I'm not telling y'all what to do, but I'm done with DoorDash. And I'm using Uber Eats until further notice, because I just think that's BS. And to manipulate and use our tips to pay them, it's some guarantee price, some guarantee pay that they call it, y'all. I don't want to go into it because we're about to get to this Justin Bieber, but it's something where they give them a certain, let's say maybe they say they pay them $3 for that delivery. And if you tip $3, then DoorDash don't pay them nothing. They would just take your $3 and that's the $3 they get for that delivery. And then DoorDash get all the rest of the money. So DoorDash, don't deliver me no more food, DoorDash. I don't even want your app. Don't send me no more $25 gift card. I don't want it no more. That type of stuff pisses me off. And if y'all know me, y'all know don't nothing piss me off more than these big corporations taking advantage of the hard working everyday man and woman. So I just had to throw that out there. That ain't got nothing to do with Diddy or nothing to do with nothing, but it got to do with, we can't let these companies get away with this. So screw DoorDash and let's move on. But I had to get that off my chest because that's BS. And if I'm going to be making sure that I'm paying my tip even when I couldn't afford it, I feel like DoorDash owe me and a lot of y'all some money, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get into this. So we're going to do Justin Bieber first. We're going to talk about that. Then I'm going to shout out all my subscribers. Y'all have been coming through, so I'm definitely about to let it be known. And then after that, we'll get to the Jay-Z and Tony Busby situation. And like I said, if I got some time, I get into that Suge Knight messy crap. So let's get into this Justin Bieber situation, man. This is, if you ain't sad, if this Justin Bieber situation don't make you sad, you ain't got a heart. Because when you think about where it started and where we at now, it just don't make no sense, man. So let's get into this Justin Bieber situation. Okay, so the article comes from the Economic Times, written by the Economic Times. They don't have the person who wrote it. They just have the information for the article. But the article is titled Justin Bieber advised to cut ties with Diddy as friends worry about his well-being. So Justin Bieber is being advised to cut ties with Diddy. I don't have to, I mean, we all know why. We don't have to go into that too heavy, but it's a lot of circumstances surrounding it and a lot of Justin Bieber's demeanor, and it's just a lot of sadness going on. His marriage situation. We about to get into all that right now. So basically, Justin Bieber's recent slimmer appearance has sparked concern amongst fans, with insiders suggesting he is deeply troubled by the downfall of his former mentor, Sean Diddy Combs. Additionally, rumors suggest that his marriage to model Haley Baldwin is going through a rough patch. Reports indicate that Bieber has been advised to distance himself completely from the disgraced rapper. And so it goes on to say, singer Justin Bieber is reportedly going through a tough time in his life, and he is finding it hard to come to terms with his former mentor, Sean Diddy Combs' drastic fall in the wake of multiple ex-trafficking and racketeering offenses. Now, apart from this, the 30-year-old singer is working out through the rumored cracks in his marriage to Haley Baldwin, with his friends worrying that he might go over the edge. And that's per Radar Online. If you want to look up some of these articles yourself. And if you remember, if we go back to when Diddy first was under, not when he was arrested, but when everybody knew he was about to be arrested, and they were looking through all the Diddy stories. And if you remember that video when Diddy pulled up to Justin Bieber, he was talking to him. It was kind of looking like he was checking Justin Bieber for wires. Who knows? He was rubbing all over his chest and stuff. Everybody's seen the video. And you can see Justin Bieber's demeanor is kind of like he's kind of feeling awkward or whatever word you choose. But to me, he looked awkward. He felt awkward. And then if you even rewind back even way before that, it was kind of like the same interaction when Justin Bieber was basically a kid, and he was sent to kick it with Puffy for 48 hours, and in Puffy's words, do stuff they can't talk about. This is Puffy words, Diddy words, not mine. And so when you think about it, now it's all come to a head, and look where we are now. So the article goes on to say Justin Bieber looks different. People close to Bieber have said that he has been appalled to witness the drastic downfall of Diddy, who he met for the first time as a teenager. Now remember, we still don't know what has happened, but we know that Justin Bieber has not come out and say nothing happened. And so to me, I'm not concerned with what Justin Bieber says or doesn't say, as far as the fact that he's not coming out saying, hey, Diddy didn't do nothing to me when the whole world is talking about it. Kind of makes me, gives me all, what they say, sometimes silence can speak volumes. And I believe they're speaking volumes right now. So they say Bieber was recently photographed in New York and looked distracted and hollow-eyed as he shaved his head. Several images of the singer went viral on social media, with many expressing the shock over his skinny look, while some speculating whether all is not well in his life, as well as his marriage to Haley. If you don't know, the couple got married back in 2018 and welcomed their first child last year. Now, several media reports earlier suggested that Bieber and Baldwin did not spend the Christmas time together in December. This December that just passed. And with that being said, Justin Bieber is leaving his friends and his circle very, very worried about where his mental state is. Now, a source told Radar Online that Bieber, through his recent look, has left people beyond worried about his well-being. The insider claimed that many of his fans and followers were hoping that Bieber would escape the fate of other troubled ex-child stars like Britney Spears, Amanda Bynes, both of whom have struggled with mental health issues. And I think this was a great point they brought up, because there was a time period where we were like, all of these child stars have been taken advantage of. I mean, I don't know if you've been following what they were talking about, what was going on the set of Nickelodeon back in the day. all these different stories of these child stars, and even back to the Gary Coleman, and just all these different child stars who were like, what's the word? Taken advantage of, and where we thought everything was glittered, everything that glittered ain't gold, and that's what we learned. But they make a good point in this. If you think about it, Justin Bieber was one of the child stars that for a while, before we knew about all this chaos and this nasty freak off mess and all this stuff, before we knew this, Justin Bieber was the child star that we thought was normal, that didn't have nothing crazy happen to him or wasn't taken advantage of, because we didn't know a lot of what we know today. So I thought that was a good point that this article brought up, because a lot of time we're living in the moment, and we've known for quite some time now that Justin Bieber has went through hell. But don't forget, there was a time before all of this when everything looked good. Looked like, hey, look, every kid wanted to be Justin Bieber. Every girl liked him, and every guy wanted to be like him. And you thought everything was roses. And so it's interesting to bring up that fact of how it turned even on Justin Bieber. If you remember when it started hitting the fan, and I'm talking about way before the Diddy mess came out, but you start getting cracks, and you start getting, there were cracks into the story where you start peeking in, and, Justin Bieber had hidden messages in some of his songs, and he came out one of those performances when he performed Lonely. The song Lonely, where he says, everybody's screaming my name, but nobody really cares. And how people, ridiculed him and took advantage of him and didn't realize he was just an innocent kid. And that song is powerful. And around that time is when people start really, really realizing that this boy has been through some crap. I don't know if y'all saw that performance, but if you haven't, go to YouTube and search Justin Bieber Lonely, performs Lonely on SNL. I think it's one of the most emotional performances ever, especially what you know now. If you go watch that performance now, all I'm gonna say is bring you some tissue, a tissue box with you. So the article goes on to start diving more into, is everything okay between Bieber and Baldwin? Because we all know situations can put a strain on a marriage. This is no different. Life happens, and we can't control it. So some have speculated the Bieber's current condition is due to alleged cracks in his marriage. The model earlier appeared to have shot down these rumors, his wife, when she shared a cryptic post featuring a laughing man repeating the phrase, "You're not well and it's okay." Very cryptic message that she posted. Now, Bieber is believed to have been disgusted by the claims against Diddy. He has apparently been advised to stay as far away as possible from the rapper in any capacity. Now, we know Diddy has denied all the claims, but that ain't hitting hard. People not believing Diddy, and they have reason not to believe him. Another insider close to Bieber said that the singer was in a hard place mentally. You got the world on the whole world in your business. You have the whole world speaking about what this guy did or did not do to you. You have a strain on your marriage. You just brought a kid in the world. Just think about this. Think about this. When they had their child, when she was pregnant, they didn't know nothing about Diddy. This whole Diddy mess hadn't started yet. So if I'm just, like I say, reading the tea leaves, imagine Justin Bieber probably thought all this was behind him. He's getting married. You know how you feel when you meet the person you want to marry. Probably the best time of his life. Probably like for once in his life, he probably felt like I have got past all of that crap and I'm here. I have a child. I have a family. I'm moving on. And then in a blink of an eye, here come the Diddy story. The biggest trial of the century by one of the biggest celebrities of this century. And who is his most popular suspected victim? Justin Bieber. So just like that, everything that you thought was behind you is now right in front of you. But you still have to be a husband. You still have to be a father. You still have to be a singer. You still have to be a celebrity. You don't have a choice in the matter. If you put yourself in those shoes, imagine. Because we've all been there. It's nothing like picking yourself up by your bootstraps, finally getting to a place where whatever situation you're dealing with is handled, you got it behind you, you ready to move forward, and then something comes and rehash all that crap up again. I feel him. I feel him. And so recently, Bieber, all of that led to him finally unfollowing Diddy. And it was amazing. He had unfollowed a lot of people. He was following Diddy for a while, even with stuff going on. He finally just unfollowed him. Guess he said it's like nothing at this point. I don't have a choice. Another insider source also shared that despite his glitzy image, Bieber is actually a pretty lonely guy. I told you I read these articles and read in real time. I skim them to make sure they're worth it, but I like to read them in real time because you get my unrehearsed reaction. I didn't even know they talked about lonely. But it's just fitting to this whole article that they even put that in here, that despite all the glitz and glamour, Justin Bieber is a pretty lonely guy. And I told you that song Lonely that he performed on SNL is one of the classic performances, period. So now where does this all stand? Well, as we know, the Diddler, aka Mohawk Diddy, has been arrested and behind bars since September 16, 2024 in the Metropolitan Detention Center. And so let's just keep an eye and do what we can to support Bieber, even if it's just from a distance, even if it's just from comments on his page or whatever. I can't imagine what he's dealing with right now. Diddy has destroyed a lot of lives, and I don't care about saying that. Y'all, let me be honest with y'all. Y'all know I came from the music background. I was early 20s. I was in the music game with Floyd Mayweather running around. Y'all know the story. I don't got to go into it, but y'all know I've seen all this. And ever since I started this journey a couple years ago, I know a lot of celebrities, good, and know them from, been at their family's house. Their family has been at my house. My mom has cooked for them, like really know them. But once I got on this journey and start putting out the truth and investigating and sharing my findings with my community, a lot of those celebrities have backed away. Now, do I give a damn? No. Because I'm standing on my own 10. See, most of them celebrities, they can't do that. They have to go with an agenda. And so I don't blame them. I don't get mad at the celebrities that I was once cool with that are kind of backing away because they're not in my position. I can say what I want. I'm paid to be me. I'm not paid to be a character. And so I don't even hold that against them. Matter of fact, I feel sorry for them because I would hate to have to live my life where I can't speak on stuff that's obvious, because if you're mad at me or distancing from me and at the same time not speaking out or saying anything about this obvious Hollywood crap that's going on, to me, that's a horrible life. Because everything that you stand for is in question, because everybody knows something ain't right now. So if you're a celebrity and you're not speaking on any of this, I don't trust you and I won't support you anyway. And I'm just talking to y'all. I don't really care about the celebrities who mad or upset. I hope they hear this, because I'm not the type to call you or text you, hey, what's wrong? I know what's up. I know that you are not hitting me up or not whatever, because I'm out here going viral, letting the world know what's going on in this Hollyweird. But like I told y'all, I'm the perfect one for the job, because I don't give a damn about the fame. I don't need nobody. I don't need celebrities to like me. I mean, I still have a lot of my celebrity friends, but I've noticed some celebrity friends that are like scared to talk or not talking to me or whatever. I don't give a damn, but it just goes to show you how many people put money and fame over human decency. I would never do that. I don't care. It's like I tell you all the time, nobody gonna tell me what to say and not say, ever. And which I love to speak out loud. I don't hide how I feel. I put it out there. Some people gonna like it, some people ain't. But guess what? I can sleep at night because everybody know exactly where I stand. And so to everybody out there, I'm gonna continue to do that. Let's continue to watch Justin Bieber. And to the celebrities that might feel a little way about what I'm doing. But one thing about the celebrities, I've been the same way my whole life. So they know whether they agree or disagree, they're not going to come at me wrong, because I've been standing on 10. Even when I was in industry, even when I was a kid, I would look you in your face and say, I'm not doing none of that. I might not even had a pot to piss in. This celebrity probably looking at me when I was in my early 20s and grinding in the music, probably said, why this guy? What gives this guy, why is he standing up? I got all this money to offer him, and he's sitting there talking about what he won't do, because that's who I am. So let's go to the Just Jay-Z and this Tony Busby situation. I told y'all this was a heavyweight fight from the beginning, and it is ramped up. Now, Tony Busby got a fight on his hands. Now, the Tony Busby versus Diddy, Tony Busby still winning that situation by a landslide. But this Tony Busby, Jay-Z, that's a different animal. And when we get into this article, y'all, Tony Busby may be shelling out some defamation money. And that ain't coming from me. That's coming from this judge. And ironically, the judge last name is Epstein. So that was kind of weird to me. But let's get into this Jay-Z, Tony Busby This is Mayweather versus Pacquiao. This is Mike Tyson versus Holyfield back in the day. This is one of those ones where I think both parties are going, when it's all said and done, both parties are going to come out with some bruises and some scrapes for sure. If you ever seen two bears fight, this is what it reminds me of, because at the end of the bear fight, if you ever watch two bears fight, even the one who wins, his shoulder might be laying on the ground. He might that's what this reminds me of. So it's Jay-Z's. This is from Celebrity News outlet by Quincy Thomas. Shout out to Quincy. Jay-Z's defamation case against the lawyer Tony Busby advances to trial. And what that means is the judge has looked into this case and says that there is merit for Jay-Z to feel that, to file a defamation and to take Tony Busby to trial for defamation. And guess what? Social media is what sank Tony Busby in this particular instant. So I'm going to get to that. And y'all going, social media could be your best friend or your worst enemy. And I'm going to tell you what happened on social media, what Tony Busby did, that triggered this judge to say, hey, this case can move forward, and now they're going to trial. But before I do that, I got to shout out the people that made all this possible, the people that you guys are able to hear this news and hear this edgy truth, and the people in my morning crew. This is all possible because of these people right here, and these are my subscribers. And so I got to shout out my subscribers of the day who understand it's not just about the money. This is about truth. This is about supporting our own community. So I can come here and call out DoorDash, call out any of these companies that take advantage of us. DoorDash offered me a brand deal sponsorship before. I'm glad I didn't do it, because I would be in the middle of it right now, and I would have to tell them, like, we're going to have to cut ties. I can't rock with you. So when you subscribe, you allow the truth. All you're doing is preserving the truth and allowing me to come in here and say, screw all the corporate dollars. My loyalty is to my listeners, because my listeners are taking care of me. I don't need your corporate dollars for y'all to give me a narrative. So let me shout out, as I always do, shout out my subscribers of the day and tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all. And it's bigger than just subscribing for some money. This is preserving the truth. And if you watch Rachel Maddow and all the rest of these, any of the people you like in the media, they are now saying what I've been told y'all, that there is a war on the freedom of press and media right now. So whoever you like, and this goes for me, I have to make sure I take care of my podcasters and my YouTubers that I like, because they are trying to get control of this narrative. But they ain't going to be able to get control of this narrative because we are supporting our own news. I don't have to worry about McDonald's money or Walmart money, because we taking care of ourselves. So we're going to continue to call them out. So let me say thank you to subscribers. We got Samantha Noel. She did a $3 donation for a subscription. I really appreciate it. Melissa did a $4 donation. Bernice Sabalos did a $3 donation. Thank you. Rhea also did a $3 donation. Gloria also did a $3 donation for a subscription. And Crystal Taylor did a $3 donation. But out of everybody, the subscriber of the day, which is the one who was able and was in a position to give the most, the minimum, all you had to give is $3 to start, but you can give more if your heart desires, and if you're able to. And that special shout out goes to Melissa. Let's clap it up for Melissa for going above and beyond, and she could have gave $3, but something in her heart told her to donate $4 to the Flo Show No Filter show, and I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not a salesman. I don't like sales pitch. The way I've started my movement 2 years ago is the way I continue to move it. I don't do sales pitches. I tell my people exactly what's going on. And I love that I can talk to y'all straight to y'all. I don't have to get on here and make no big sales pitch about subscriptions and some old creative commercial and all that. I'm not trying to trick nobody. I'm telling you just straight. I can talk to y'all exactly what it is. If we build a strong subscription base, we can tell everybody to go to hell. And that's what I want to do. I don't want to get in front of this mic and be worried about all this corporate money I got. Nah, I can't say this. I can't say that. No, because that's what happens to a lot of our favorite podcasters and YouTubers. We love them when they start off, but what happens is they grow and their loyalty starts off being to their audience. But as they grow, more of their money comes from these corporations. So now as they blow up, their loyalty starts to be to these corporations and not to their listeners. And I don't never want to be in that position, because I would say screw everything. I'm not going to be on here talking about fluff stuff and vanilla content for no money. So you ain't never got to worry about that for me. So let's continue to subscribe. I really appreciate it. I got a lot of exclusive content coming. And like I told y'all, I will have the best and most exclusive Diddy content. We will be in the courtroom. We will know what is going on in that courtroom. And that will be in my subscription only. I mean, of course, you know I'm going to report on the podcast, but I mean, a lot of the extra stuff will be on my subscription only content. And I'm going to make sure that the people who have been rocking with me before, like y'all, are locked in. If you got a $3 subscription, $4 subscription, whatever, you are good for all of the exclusive Diddy when that trial comes up in May 5th. But the people who going to just jump on board around April and May because they know at that time subscriptions will be higher. But the people who are already subscribed, you are already locked in at wherever price you are or lower. So even if you locked in at $10 and maybe times get a little rough, you want to lower it, you can lower it to $4, $3, whatever. As long as you already have it, you don't have to worry about paying that inflated subscription price. But the Johnny come latelys who going to just try to jump on board, they're going to have to pay. So I'm advising everybody, do it now. You won't be disappointed, and I appreciate it. And then also to the people who listening for free and haven't donated, I appreciate you. You donating an hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours, or whatever a day to listen to me, whether you give me a dime, I appreciate you as well. So let's keep rocking. Let's get back into this Tony Busby, Jay-Z situation. Woo! This is one of those situations where you have an opponent, and Jay-Z is a tough opponent. I don't care what you want to say about him. We know that he is a lot more structured, a lot more calculated, and a lot more disciplined than Diddy. And I think Busby is finding that out. And sometimes you underestimate your opponent. I underestimated Tony Busby in the Deshaun Watson situation. And Deshaun Watson took to the ringer, and our whole football season went down the tubes. But in this situation, I think Tony Busby kind of underestimated Jay-Z, and now he's playing catch up, because this situation, as we get into this article, this is real, y'all. So like I said, Jay-Z's defamation case against the lawyer, breaking news, the judge is saying it can go to trial. So the article goes on to say a Los Angeles Superior Court judge has ruled that music mogul Sean Jay-Z, his defamation lawsuit against high-profile attorney Tony Busby has enough merit to proceed to trial. However, the judge signaled that a separate extortion claim against Busby is unlikely to stand. What the hell are they talking about? I'll tell you. And I agree. So there's defamation. That's basically, what defamation is. Busby is defaming Diddy's Jay-Z's name. That's what they're claiming. But in that claim, there was also extortion, where Jay-Z said the demand letter that Busby sent him, which we all were privy to see, he claimed that was extortion, and the judge is basically throwing that out without throwing it out. And I agree with the judge as far as I read that letter, and it's not extortion. So that's what they're talking about. So the extortion part of the claim, the judge sees no merit in that, but the judge sees merit in the not the extortion part, but the defamation part. So where are we at? Now, the ruling was issued by, check this out, y'all, Judge Mark Epstein. I didn't know there were Epsteins in the judges. But anyway, first time I heard that name as a judge. But it marks a critical moment in the legal battle. And remember, I'm going to get to what happened on social media that actually sunk Tony Busby and really was the driving force to make this go to trial. I was shocked when I saw this. This marks a critical moment in the legal battle that began after Jay-Z was publicly named in a now dismissed sexual assault lawsuit. The judge's decision suggests that Busby's conduct, particularly his public statements and social media activity, could be deemed defamatory, creating a legal question that warrants a trial. Something he liked on social media, y'all, is one of the things and one of the major things that gave Jay-Z a case. Let's continue on. We're going to get into that in 1 second. Now, the next hearing is scheduled for March 26th. So mark that on your calendar. And the judge is expected to formally rule on the extortion claim. Now, judging by what the judge has already said, I think the judge is probably going to throw out that extortion claim and focus on the defamation. But who am I? I'm not a professional. I'm just good. Pretty sure I'm going to be right, though. So the origins of the legal dispute. The case stems from the December 2024 lawsuit in which a woman identified as Jane Doe accused Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs of S.A. sexual assault her at a MTV Video Music Award after party back in 2000 when she was 13 years old. Allegations were shocking and immediately met by fierce denials from Jay-Z, who described it as appalling. Now, Jay-Z initially filed his lawsuit against Busby anonymously in November 2024. Y'all remember when we brought that case that some big celebrity is filing a lawsuit against Busby, but we didn't know who it was. We learned later it's Jay-Z. However, when Busby amended Jane Doe's lawsuit on December 8th, publicly naming Jay-Z as an accused party, the music mogul stepped forward and fought back. Case took a dramatic turn on February 14th, 2025, when Jane Doe voluntarily dismissed her lawsuit with prejudice, which means she can't refile it in the future. In a public statement, she admitted to inconsistencies in her claims. Jay-Z responded by celebrating the dismissal, stating the frivolous, fictitious, and appalling allegations have been dismissed. However, that dropped, that didn't drop everything. The legal battle from Jay-Z and Busby was just beginning. Now, Judge Epstein's ruling. Now, listen to this. Listen to this. Judge Epstein's ruling was largely influenced by Busby's conduct outside the courtroom, particularly his public comments and social media activity. The judge noted that Busby referred to the accuser as a sexual assault survivor in a post, despite the allegations against Jay-Z lacking substantiation. But that ain't it. There's more social media activity that sunk Busby. Busby liked. These days, the power of a like, you got to be careful. Even I'm careful on what I'm liking. And I ain't nowhere near as popular as Jay-Z or none of them. But I am even careful about what I'm liking, because people will take your name under a like and turn it into a story. And that's what happened to Busby. Busby liked a social media post implying that Jay-Z was the unnamed defendant in a related lawsuit before the rapper had been publicly named. These actions, the judge suggested, could be interpreted as reckless and malicious, meeting the legal threshold for defamation. Y'all, social media. You can't just be liking and doing anything. They're going to bring that stuff up. The conduct, and this is quoting Judge Epstein, and I can never get used to saying Judge Epstein, but anyway, and I quote Judge Epstein, the conduct alleged raises serious questions about whether Busby acted with actual malice, which is a key component in defamation cases involving public figures. With this ruling, Jay-Z's defamation claim is set to move forward, bringing Busby to trial. Can y'all believe social media played a huge role in this even going to trial? I promise y'all, I promise y'all, Tony Busby probably wish he would not have clicked like. And the reason why I know Tony Busby realizes that all his social media like posts and just being too involved in social media, you know, I've been following Tony Busby's page for a long time. So I was following it when people didn't even know nothing really about Tony Busby. And what I did notice is at the very beginning of all this Diddy mess, he had all his, you know, all his social media. He was posting, his comments were on and everything. And then once this started heating up, Tony Busby turned his comments off. He started blocking people. And why do I know he started blocking people? Because some of my listeners and some of my social media supporters were coming to my page and saying, hey, Flo, Tony Busby's page is not here anymore. And I'm like, what? And then I would go to his page and it still would be there. And I would let my follower know, hey, I just went to his page, it's still there. And then those followers would come back and say, oh, wow, he blocked me. And she said, all she said was, are you still able to do trials or do cover cases and lawsuits in New York? And then he blocked him. And so when I'm reading, y'all know my thing is I'm gonna read tea leaves. And when I was looking into all that before this article came out, I said something with this social media got Tony Busby like wanting to delete stuff and turn off comments, because he didn't do that before. He was posting like everybody posts. He was posting he out to dinner. He posted he, you know, riding horse, whatever. He was just, you know, a regular Instagram poster. Then he would mix in, of course, trial stuff. But now it's like his comments are turned off. You got this judge bringing up social media stuff as evidence. Wow. But the extortion claim, we're going to break down why that's probably going to get removed. They talked about it in this article, and I do believe the extortion claim should be thrown out. I mean, we saw the letter. It was an average demand letter that a lawyer sends. So I definitely think there's no way that's extortion. If that's extortion, then every time a creditor or a lawyer sends a letter, it's extortion at this point, because they all send letters trying to collect payment or whatever, even though he didn't ask for payment. My point is, demand letters aren't nice, but that doesn't mean it's extortion. Now, while the defamation case will proceed, Judge Epstein indicated that Jay-Z's extortion claim against Busby is unlikely to hold up in court. Jay-Z had alleged that Busby attempted to pressure him into a settlement by threatening to file a lawsuit filled with fabricated allegations. However, the judge suggested that Tony Busby's settlement demands did not meet the strict legal definition of extortion, which generally requires a wrongful threat of harm beyond merely filing a lawsuit. Now, the judge is expected to issue a final ruling on the extortion part March 26th. If the extortion claim is dismissed, the case will proceed solely on the defamation grounds. And if you ask me, that's what's going to happen. They're gonna throw that extortion out, in my opinion. So, what are the legal and public implications of this? This case is unfolding against the backdrop of multiple legal battles involving high-profile music and entertainment figures. The accusations against Jay-Z were just one of the several lawsuits filed in the wake of the renewed scrutiny on Combs and his associates. While the original case with Jay-Z and Diddy is dismissed, now the trial is set for the judge to figure out, was Jay-Z defamed by Busby, and does it warrant significant financial or legal repercussions? If Jay-Z is successful, it could set a precedent for how an attorney can be held accountable for public statements made during high-profile litigation. Conversely, if Busby successfully defends himself, it may reinforce the broad protections attorneys have when representing clients in contentious legal battles. All I know is this is an important case, just like they said. If Tony Busby is successful, then people can continue to speak and be free about how they talk on social media or whatever, or how they represent their client. But like they say, if Jay-Z wins, lawyers, and not only lawyers, people with big platforms are going to have to start watching what they say. So what comes next? All eyes will be on March 26th to see. Y'all, March is about to be something, because we got this big ruling coming March 26th, but then we also have the Enterprise letter that is supposed to come in the first or second week in March. The Enterprise letter is supposed to detail everything that Diddy been doing illegally with all his crew and his company and the people that work for him. This case is far from over, y'all. And when I say this case is far from over, I'm talking about this Busby Jay-Z thing. I will keep y'all in the freaking loop, because it's a lot. It's a lot. And so I ain't going to be able to go into too much detail, but y'all need to check out that Suge Knight is doubling down on saying that Snoop is trying to get Keefe D out of jail because he in there talking too much, and it could implicate Snoop in the Tupac murder. Maybe since I ran out of time today, maybe I'll be able to discuss it more tomorrow if we don't have anything else crazy that comes out of the loop, comes out of nowhere, where I have to spend most of the time talking about that. So please, everybody, Hump Day Wednesday, if you out there listening to me as you walk your dog, make sure you pick the poop up, but keep your head on the swivel. And if you're driving while you listening to this, always make sure you got your seatbelt on and your ears on me and your eyes on the road. As always, I love y'all, and I am out. Breakfast crew. Breakfast crew, what it do? Yeah, I got my living room back. They just had to come and pick up and drop my whole living room in here. What's up? What we got going on, y'all? Y'all know what I gotta do. Y'all know the routine. Let me get the Apple and Spotify people together. Y'all you know we're gonna kick it for a minute. We're gonna do what we do. But what y'all think about all that, y'all? What up, Michelle? What it do? Oh shoot, what happened? What up, Michelle? What it do? We back up in this. Getting our Apple and Spotify people together. Everybody, make sure y'all like the live, share the live. We missing 4 likes. Tell them, Lauren, we missing 4 likes. Can we get those 4 likes? If you haven't liked the live, please like it. It helps out a lot, and it don't cost a dime. Boom. Let's get this going. Like the live, share the live. What's up, Shauna? Shauna in the building. I thought I seen. Did I see True in here earlier, y'all? Did I see our people True in here? I thought I saw True in here earlier. My people True. Oh, let me put the music on. I'm about to get Spotify and I'm about to get Spotify together, y'all. And then I'll be right back in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. What up, y'all? So as our Apple and Spotify audio podcast is loading, what y'all got going on this morning? The Flapatrino crew, Nadrima, what's up? So check it out, y'all. So I'm trying to do the breakfast for dinner, Flo's house panel tomorrow, which will be the day before the blackout. So I want to do a panel discussion for everybody involved. We're gonna start at 6 p.m. and talk about the blackout and talk about current events. But the main thing is the blackout, because it's happening on February 28th. And y'all know the blackout is we not fooling with nobody that's not, no company that's not supporting DEI. So I want to do the panel tomorrow. I'm working on it. We'll get more details today and probably talk more about it in the lunchtime. But I want to do it tomorrow, which will be the 27th, which will be the night before the blackout. So we could let everybody know what's going on. We could talk about it. Nadreema, we can tell people, the companies that are supporting DEI. So like Nadreema, we'll be able to tell people who who are the companies that we are going to support. It ain't even just about the companies we ain't supporting, but we need to also support the companies that do support DEI. And I'm going to share clips of the panel to all my 500,000 followers on Meta, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Threads. I even got I think almost 10,000 even just on Threads. So what I'm going to do is take clips from the Flo's House Breakfast for Dinner crew. I'm going to take clips from that and put it on my Instagram and on my Facebook. And we're going to get the word out. Not even just YouTube, not even just Apple and Spotify. We're going to have the word out on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. TikTok, all of it. So, so we're going to talk more about it on lunch. So make sure I don't forget, y'all, because Greg will be on and we can put it all together. Yes, for sure, Lauren. I appreciate you. We definitely. So that's going to be our first official panel. And remember, this Breakfast for Dinner panel is more about the Flo supporters. So this is more about y'all speaking. I'm supporting it, but I want to give the top supporters and the people that support the movement in the show, I want to give a platform and a time where everybody kind of get to talk. And that's what the 6 o'clock show going to be about. So I'm looking forward to it. As you know, I've been putting this together in my head and formulating it for quite some time now. And I've got it figured out exactly the best way to do it. And I'm excited. I'm excited about it. Oh yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it tonight. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna put it up that night. You know how we do. It's gonna be filmed that night, and then I'm gonna post it that night. So it will definitely be up like that. Everything, we do everything in real time. So the panel gonna go from 6 to 8, or if it goes longer, it goes longer. I'm not gonna put a specific time limit on it, but it's gonna start at 6 p.m. And once it's over, I'm going to take some clips from that and post it across all my platforms that same night. And guess what? I'm so happy that Apple, y'all know Apple has said the Apple shareholders have shut down. They tried to go to Apple with that, cutting off the DEI stuff. And Apple said, no freaking way. So we supporting Apple. We supporting Apple. Apple said they tried, the owners, or I ain't gonna say the owners, but whoever run Apple tried to go back to their shareholders talking about we gonna eliminate our DEI, and the shareholders said, hell no. So shout out to Apple, shout out to Costco. Yeah, tomorrow, which is Thursday at 6 p.m. But we're going to talk about it. I'm going to put everybody in a group. Shan has made a group me. Yeah, Shan. Oh, yeah. I don't see your message. Type it again, meaning me. I can't go back. Type your message again. It's hard for me to scroll all the way back. But Shan has made a group me. So everybody, we all could be in a group. And so we're going to give you, hopefully to give you all the details for the group meet at the lunchtime show. And then we'll be able to communicate and get everybody on the same page and get everything lined up by tomorrow. So, yeah, the shareholder said, no way. So big ups to Apple, big ups to Costco, and whatever other companies. Like I said, we're going to put a list together. We're not going to just focus on the negative. We're not just going to focus on the companies that we're not going to. We also want to highlight the companies who are down with the DEI so we can give them our money. Oh, yes. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this at lunchtime. We're going to talk about a lady that claimed she was cleaning her gun. Yeah, so look, this is Hannah Cobb. This is the story where she was partying out late, gets home 3 a.m. or whatever time, really late, and she claimed she was cleaning her gun and shot her boyfriend in the chest. Now, you know I don't believe that. Y'all know I don't believe that. So we definitely going to talk about that at lunch for sure. Look. somebody help out Amy. Yeah, but yeah, we gonna stand up for Costco. Even my friend Cash has a restaurant in Atlanta. Grand opening is the 28th. It's one of my good friends. He has a nice restaurant in Atlanta that he's been working on forever, and it's finally having a grand opening. He supports DEI, and so I want to highlight him. Anybody who's supporting it and has a business, I want to filter our money there. Any of these companies that aren't supporting it, you can't have our money. You can just look at my movement. You can look at my supporters, my fans, you're going to see every type of person in the world. I've been standing for diversity since I began my movement. That's why if you look at my social media, you look at my comments, you look at my supporters, you're going to see every type of person you could imagine. So you know I'm going to stand up for diversity, equity, and inclusion. I've been doing it from day one. So I'm glad. I don't even remember which one of my listeners told me about the blackout and asked me to read about it. If you could tell me and remind me if you're watching or listening. I forgot who did it, but thank you to whoever brought that to my desk because I didn't even know about it. I didn't hear that, but according to Mini-Me, y'all, breaking news, Chris Jasper of the Isley Brothers, of course, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member, has died at the age of 73. Mini-Me, I don't know, do you know the causes? I don't know what the cause is, but maybe Mini-Me could give us that information. But yeah, y'all. So, hey, look, they saying Snoop is worried. And Suge Knight ain't letting up. And Snoop finally spoke out when Suge Knight put out there that Snoop is trying to get Keefy D out of jail. It's the first time I seen Snoop say something. He trying to say that Suge Knight is mad because Snoop bought Death Row. And that's why Suge Knight is saying these things. But Snoop's starting to give me Snake vibes, y'all. I'm just being honest. And I'm gonna admit, I was one of the last people to think that Snoop was part of the problem. But I gotta come around to any of y'all that was saying y'all didn't trust Snoop. I'm all the way on board with y'all now. I'm on board with y'all. Anybody out there that been saying Snoop is shady, I'm on board now. It's starting to look weird. I had so much to talk about. I ran out of time in the podcast, but it was like when Snoop, I saw a clip that says Snoop Dogg was saying that Tupac, he didn't like the Hit 'Em Up song. He was saying he was buying problems and he didn't like it when he played it for him because he was talking mess about people or, like beefing. And then you look at Snoop history, he beefed. He made songs about people. So he just phony. And like when I catch you double talking, I stop liking you. Yeah, I stopped liking you when you start double talking. Because how you gonna say you didn't like Tupac's song and y'all label mates at this time? So you don't like it because you saying he beefing with people, but then you got songs beefing with people. And then like one time, at one moment, Snoop Dogg is cool with Tupac and Suge Knight, and then, but at the same time, he running around with Diddy. You got to be phony to do that, man. You got to be a phony person to jump complete opposite sides. Kind of like what's going on with Lil Meech and Big Meech and Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather. It's like Big Meech and Lil Meech jumped from 50 and went with his biggest opposition, Rick Ross and now Floyd Mayweather. That's the type of stuff Snoop Dogg has been doing his whole career, his whole life. Jumping from one enemy to the next. And now Suge Knight called him out. Did y'all see Suge Knight call Vlad? Did y'all know that Suge Knight called Ray J during his Vlad interview and went off? That was crazy. Lot of stuff, y'all. Lot of stuff, man. We got so much to talk about in the lunchtime. We might not even be able to get to it all. So much going on. So much going on. And so now you look at, why did Keefe D's trial get pushed back a year all of a sudden? And that's why Suge Knight calling him out. If you don't know, Keefe D is on trial for Tupac's murder. They got all the evidence that they need, and now all of a sudden it's being pushed back a year. Who paid for that? Did Snoop pay for it? Did Diddy pay for it? How did Keefe D's trial, after as aggressive as they were going after Keefe D, how did this trial get pushed back damn near a year? Y'all tell me that. Yeah, I like Choke No Joke. I like Choke No Joke. I've been following and watching Choke No Joke for like a few years now. And Choke No Joke is definitely in the middle of all of that. I think Choke No Joke is probably the #1 source for inside information on the Tupac trial. I can honestly say that. Like, out of everybody who has platforms, if you want the inside scoop and the rumors and the tea of what's going on in that Tupac murder trial, go to Choke No Joke on YouTube. He was in the game back in the day, worked with Rockefeller. He was a cameraman and a videographer for Rockefeller. Also did some work with Diddy, met him. So he's been in the loop. But he has a lot of information about the Tupac trial. So go to Choke No Joke on YouTube and check him out. Hey, if y'all want to subscribe, like I always say, the subscription link is in the description. Support the podcast, get more exclusive content. I broke down Surviving Clive and Diddy. I talked about a lot of the mysterious deaths. Plus, you get access to all the shows, all the mix and mastered versions of Lunch with Flo, and soon to be our next installment, which is going to be Flo's House, which is going to be our breakfast for dinner show, where all the Flo supporters, all the intermediate family, the immediate family of the Flo Show No Filter will get to talk about not only the cases and stories, but also how it impacts everyday lives and talk about everyday issues. I want it to be a therapeutic session where people could just talk about stuff, get stuff off their chest, bounce back ideas, bounce back thoughts, bounce back healing methods, all of that. That is what's going to be Flo's House, our evening show that we putting together. I love it, and I'm excited. I can't wait to get the first one off the ground. What we got in the chat? I didn't hear this. We could probably talk about this at lunchtime too, Dreamer. Yeah, you know what, Amy? I think you're right. Amy, I think you're right about that, keep eating cancer, because I think like they said that a long time ago, and then nobody has brought it up since. I didn't see Will Smith. Did y'all see Elon? What happened to Will Smith? But did y'all see Elon Musk? 21 of the Doge workers have quit, saying that they can't honor the American people like they thought they were going to be when they signed up for the job. So 21 of them have quit, and they are predicting there are more to follow. Did y'all see that? Yeah, and to go back, yeah, I agree with you, Amy. The first thing I thought of when you said that is they trying to hope he die. Yeah, we got to talk about that at lunch too, Meanie Me, because they tried to, like, with the new tax cut bill, they're trying to highlight the other the other part of the tax cut they're talking about. They've been trying to highlight the fact that they're not going to tax tips and what else? Tips and overtime and something else they're not taxing. But I think we need to get to the bottom of what's really going on with that. So we will definitely talk about that at lunchtime. So remember that. Jennifer been working, y'all. We keeping her in the loop, so we got to keep the news coming. Shout out to Mini Me. Mini Me keeps us in the loop of all the stories. If we miss it, we know we can count on Mini Me. She ain't gonna miss it. Exactly right. It's only going to benefit the rich, but they're not trying to frame it like that. So we got to get into the nuts and bolts of it and educate everybody into what is really going on. Also, they said something about now you can not just a green card. Did y'all see something about Trump saying? I didn't get a chance to read it, so correct me if I'm wrong, but they said now also it's going to be a green card, but now they're going to have gold cards that you can pay $5 million for. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. What's for lunch today, y'all? What's for lunch? I'm hungry. No, it's early. It's still breakfast time. I want to have some healthy food today again. I don't want no filet of fish. Even though that filet of fish was good. And Greg, let me tell y'all something. Greg said he didn't eat. He didn't make his food before the lunchtime show, And see, he ain't hip to, like, when you're doing 2-hour shows, you gotta make sure you eat before the show, because you'll get hungry and you won't even be able to focus on what we talking about. So he said yesterday, he said he was doing okay. And then y'all know when I started talking about my fillet of fish, he said Greg said that broke him. He said he was starving from that point. He said, I'm ready to give me some food. He said he wanted a fillet of fish with extra tartar sauce. I said, y'all, if you know anything about the hood, one thing we gonna swear by is a fillet of fish. I don't care if you don't eat nothing else from no fast food, no McDonald's. People ain't putting down them fillet of fishes. I don't know what they got in them. I don't know if it's crack or what's in them, but they be banging. Let me get the Apple and Spotify crew together. Cut the music. Apple and Spotify is all the way together, y'all. So Apple and Spotify is now loaded, and they ready to listen to the show. But y'all live, so y'all got it in real time. There you go. Hey, look, see. Hey, look. Y'all know Darnell Brandley. That was y'all remember him from the lunch show when the door was locked. He said he's going to get a double fillet of fish with extra cheese and extra tartar today. The fillet of fishes is going like hotcakes, y'all. Oh, shoot, I do. Thank you. Look at there. Hey, y'all, and thank you for, let me let y'all know, too. Please let me know when y'all send Cash App like that, because it don't go straight to my phone. So thank you, Mini Me, for letting me know, because y'all got to let me know when y'all send it, because it don't go straight to my phone. I gotta go hunt it down. I gotta go track it down. Thank you. I have confirmed receipt of the lunch money today. I appreciate it. The lunch chat. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna talk about it at lunch. I'm gonna go back. Good, appreciate it, Mini Me. Shout out to Mini Me. Always coming through for your boy. Helping me eat healthy. I can't eat filet fish every day for lunch, but I'll fill in the gaps with them because they be banging. But yeah, we're gonna have to talk about. Thanks, Mini Me. Everybody in the chat, thank Mini Me for keeping me able to get that healthy food. I'm gonna tell y'all what I've been getting something new every time. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna get, what healthy meal I'm gonna come up with today. I've been doing chicken. So I'm gonna try to switch it up, even though y'all know we be loving our chicken. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna talk about this, the 5 million and all that, because even I was like, I thought it was fake news. But I listened to him say it out his mouth, and I'm like, is this AI? Because this don't even make sense. So Michelle saying he's charging people who want to come to America $5 million. Yeah, I don't know about that. We're going to need my boy Greg to break that down. Yeah, let's shout out Mini-Me. For giving that good lunchtime special. Mini-Me is the sweetest, and Mini-Me want me to get my glasses. I'm gonna do that for Mini-Me. I'm gonna get some glasses for Mini-Me one day. I ain't promising you like quick, but when y'all see me come in with the shades, when y'all see me come in here with the when y'all see me come on like this, that's because I done got the glasses that Mini-Me wanted me to get. But until then, I'm like this. But yeah, y'all, I'm looking forward to the lunch show because we got a lot to talk about. I need Greg on here to fill in some gaps. Okay, Mini-Me said, did I see Jeezy reportedly sues former manager for allegedly mishandling finances? Yes, I saw that. I think that also would be a great subject for lunchtime. But yeah, I saw that. He's saying that when he was making a lot of money, a lot of his funds were getting misappropriated, and they just basically did him dirty. If I'm correct, Mini-Me, was it two different people? I think it's two different people. Yeah, it's two people, I believe, two managers. But Jeezy should have stuck with Coach K. A lot of people don't know that Jeezy was managed by Coach K, who Coach K went on to manage and put together the whole Lil Baby and the QC movement with Lil Baby, and they had a whole bunch of artists. For a minute, Lil Baby and all them was running it. Well, that was Coach K. Coach K was, and I know Coach K. Coach K was Jeezy's manager back when Jeezy was Jeezy, like when he was the hottest, when he was in his prime. But then he left Coach K. And when he left Coach K was around Atlanta looking bad. Like because he was flying high with Jeezy, then Jeezy dumped him. And Coach K always been a good brother. I never heard about him taking anything from anybody. Him at the height of his career, people used to be feeling sorry for Coach K when we used to see him in Atlanta, because it was like when Jeezy dumped him, it was over with. But then Coach K came back strong with building that whole Lil Baby movement. And who else was a part of QC, Quality Control? It was Lil Baby. It was a few other artists. I want to say Cardi B, but I don't know if it was Cardi B, but it was a few other artists. Anyway, Coach K came back strong. And Jeezy, now you see him suing managers. That's why you can't, chicken and turkey. Oh, I was gonna tell y'all something earlier. What was I talking about? Yeah, remind me. What's up, Felix? Oh, Migos. Thank you, Felix. Man, when you got so much Diddy news in your brain, I can't remember. I can't remember some of the simplest stuff. Good looking out, Felix. Yeah, Migos. I knew it was a big group or big artist that I couldn't remember. But yeah, Coach K built that whole Lil Baby and Migos movement from scratch. And everybody thought Coach K was done for him. He came back strong. But Jeezy kind of took a dump on Coach K for no reason. I don't know, what went on specifically, but I know nobody has ever complained about Coach K doing bad business in the entertainment industry. I know Coach K personally. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this at lunch too. Did y'all see this? I'm gonna give y'all a hint. It was like this. It went something like this. Baby just went to sleep on stage while he was performing. That's when you know it's time. See, I know I'm getting old. I think Baby don't realize he old. And when you start taking a nap in the middle of a performance, it's time to hang it up. Birdman was stuck. Hey, Birdman was stuck. I said he had to take a nap in the middle of give me a project chick, give me a hood rat chick, one that don't give, and then he was like, and it looked like a good nap too, didn't it, y'all? It looked like Birdman got one of them power naps that you be wanting to take, like when you tired and you know you got to go to work in like a couple hours, and you like, shoot, I need a quick, good power nap to recharge. Man, Birdman took a good nap. Like, I don't even know. I'm like, you know, he must have been in the penitentiary. He know how to take a nap standing straight up. Hey, look, Birdman was getting such good sleep. I was jealous. I said, man, how you get that kind of nap standing up? That's actually a secret weapon. That's a superpower. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's that. That's that good Ray Charles nap. I'm like, man, if I could get a quick little 2-minute nap standing up in the middle while I'm doing what I'm doing, like Birdman, I'll really be dangerous. I would never get off live. I'll be streaming. It just every now and then y'all just see me like this. And then once I recharge, I'll pop back up and keep talking news. And don't never go off stream. Just take a little Birdman nap. So what else we got in here, y'all? I see some flight info. Yeah, let you sleep on your feet, boy. On your feet. He could do a commercial. Hey, he was sleeping good on his feet. He got better sleep on his feet than I get in my bed sometimes. Birdman. And I like it. What else we got going here? I see something about a flight. No, I didn't see that. That's that. Hey, look, the airlines got the worst news ever been coming out. Dope feeling. Hey, look, look at hey, look at our boy Kobe Wan Shinobi. He said Birdman was doing the dope fiend lean. He said, and he was sleep too. And Lil Turk was right next to him rapping the hell out the song. He didn't care what Birdman was doing. Lil Turk was like, Birdman right next to him sleep, and Turk just like, come on. He just so happy to be performing. You can't tell Turk nothing. I'm happy for Turk. Y'all remember Lil Turk? For sure. I'm like, did they have a string? Did they have a string tied to? It's like they had a string tied to the back of Birdman's collar that we couldn't see, like it's an invisible string. So every time he fall asleep, he just fall asleep straight up. The Smooth Criminal. The Smooth Criminal lean, Michelle. They say Birdman was getting his Michael Jackson on. Now I didn't see this, y'all. Did y'all see this? Mini Me says hundreds and thousands of people have signed a petition to revoke Elon Musk's Canadian citizenship amid tensions between Trump administration and Canada. I didn't see that either. Man, it's been so much going on. It's impossible to keep up. Yeah, BG was trying to wake him up. Yeah, BG was like, I think BG, you couldn't see it. I think BG had some smelling salts. Because if you look at BG, he started kind of waving his hand around in his back. He said, this motherfucker sleep. BG couldn't even believe it. BG was looking at him. He said, he started waving his hands. Then they see Birdman looked up and came right back on beat. He said, automatic, automated. he just lifted up his head and started going right into the next lyric. He said, automatic, automated, water. I said, man, go to bed. Go to sleep, Birdman. Now, dang. Let the young guns have it. Hey, look, let the young folks have it. Birdman, you on stage, sleep. Y'all seen the one when he was talking too much, and they say he was too drunk, or he was high, drunk, whatever, and he just kept talking and talking, and Lil Wayne just had to tell the DJ, man, just put the music on right in the middle of whatever story Birdman was trying to tell in the middle of a concert. Man, that was crazy. Well, I'm glad we got our Apple and Spotify people up and ready. We got a good show coming up at lunchtime. Yeah. So Lauren says that it's an opioid high. She says she's seen too many people go through it. And I worked at a methadone clinic for a few years, and that's exactly how it is. Wow. Man, I don't know. Why they be needing all that? Yeah, she do. He don't need to be on stage no more. They already had to cut him off. Now he done fell asleep. Hey, look, they was like, and y'all wanted him to be on the Super Bowl stage. Can y'all imagine Birdman falling asleep in the middle of the Super Bowl performance? Amy got an interesting one, y'all. She say there were some Ohio murders, and the defense is using autism as a reason to get him off charges. I didn't see that. We might be able to go over that at lunch. Yeah. So hey, look, they lucky that they didn't put the Hot Boys on that Super Bowl stage, because Birdman would have been up there taking a big Super Bowl nap. You know, the Super Bowl kind of make you tired anyway. You know, it'd be so much going on. I don't know why I'm always tired after. Like, I always end up falling asleep for about 10 minutes during the Super Bowl. Like, it'd be just, I don't know, it'd be so much excitement, and then it just like drained me a little. So, you know, the Super Bowl already can drain you. So I think Birdman would have just laid on the floor and went to sleep at that point. I don't even think it would have been a stand-up nap. I think it would have been a full-fledged Stephen Curry put the kids to bed nap. Oh yeah, and guess what? Y'all know why I'm doing this clap. I can't wait. Y'all know I got a whole bunch of crap to talk to Greg. Because didn't I tell you what my Cavaliers was going to do last night? And Greg tried to tell me what Orlando Magic, what I need to watch about the Orlando Magic. And what did I tell y'all? I told y'all that the Cavs and Orlando game, y'all said it started at 7:30. I told you it'd be over at 7:35. And I never lied. By the time it was 7:30, I had to save it. I had to save this so I could talk this crap because I'm trying to tell people, y'all quit playing with my Cavs. We already there. All the other teams trying to get ready. We already ready. We were up 45-22. We were up 45-22 immediately. Game over. Don't play with my Cavs. They ain't the Browns. See, y'all let them Browns get y'all twisted. Not my Cavs, baby. I told you my Browns was garbage. I ain't going to hype up a team for no reason. I still watch the Browns every week, and maybe I can't wait till we do something. But Greg going to hear it. I don't care what his Lakers did to Dallas. They were supposed to do that. But I want to talk about y'all gonna quit doubting my Cavs. I can't wait till the lunchtime show. I told him the game was gonna be over by 7:30. No, y'all being mean to Greg. I ain't being mean to Greg. Greg just, hey, when you wrong, I told you. If I was wrong, he was gonna be able to talk crap to me. But I said, if he wrong, and not only did we win, but we won exactly the way I said. Don't come tell me. Now, shout out to my Orlando fans and my Florida fans. But don't come tell me about no Orlando Magic when I'm talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers. Ever again. The Cleveland Cavaliers are the truth. And we are so much of the truth, I don't really talk about them much because I'm just waiting for playoffs. We already done proved we one of the top teams this year. So I ain't got to talk about them. But don't tell me nothing about no Orlando Magic again. Please don't. Look at that. Oh, yeah, our best player. Listen. And I can always count on my best bud in the whole world to add a little extra oomph onto my message. And our best player, Donovan Mitchell, only scored 11 points. They had to sit him down. We had to sit down our best player. We said, man, this game ain't even worth you. They told the players, they said, it's this guy named Greg who doubting y'all. He out there in Michigan. He be on this show with Flo. And he said that y'all better be careful with Orlando Magic. And them threes start dropping from the sky like raindrops, y'all. It was so many. Cavs still hitting threes right now. Orlando still catching the ball out the hoop. Another one just went down. I'm telling y'all, it was raining threes. I said in real time, while the game was going on, I said somebody need to call a timeout and let the Orlando Magic know that the damn game started. Because obviously they ain't know. We in the second quarter, we in the middle of the second quarter, and I didn't think the Orlando Magic even knew the game started yet. See, Greg should have never doubted my Cavs. See, I wasn't trying to even talk about it. I was just letting my little Cavs whoop ass in peace. I wasn't even talking about it. I wasn't even bringing it up to y'all. I let y'all talk about your Lakers and your Detroit Lions and all these other teams. and I'm just being quiet. But then the minute I said we was about to do something, and then you start telling me about what Orlando Magic and this and that, now you got me back in my bag. Now I can't wait to play the Lakers. Because you ain't going to be able to stand me once we run through them. But like I said, shout out to Orlando Magic. They were a great opponent. You know, when you're trying to work on your moves, and we were just working on stuff yesterday with Orlando Magic. Shout out to them for the glorified practice run they gave us. That was a scrimmage. That was a practice. We was working on stuff. We had put I think at one point we was playing with like 3 players on the court. No, I'm lying. We had 5 on the court. But to the Orlando Magic, they thought we had like 7, 8, or 9 people on the court at the same time because threes was just falling from everywhere. I think I made a 3. Look around, look in the scoreboard, you might see Flo. I think I had 3 points. Lunch is about to be, hey, look, I'm coming in hot lunchtime, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Because I don't appreciate when you doubt my team. See, I let everybody have their fun with their team. Support your team. The minute I want to say something about my team, now I got to watch Orlando. I got to be careful about the Orlando Magic. I got to be careful about Orlando Magic. Like Michael Jordan said, I took that personal. Don't doubt my Cavs. I can't wait for lunchtime, y'all. I'm about to give it to Greg. Oh, yeah, let's get to that. Hey, look, Amy don't even watch basketball, and she laughing. See, that's how good that's how much. See, ass whoopings is ass whoopings. You don't even gotta know about the game, but you know ass whooping when you hear about it. It don't matter. Hey, Amy, you ain't even gotta know one rule in basketball, but you know what an ass whooping is, and that's what the Orlando Magic got last night, and I'm glad about it because too many people trying to doubt my Cavs as we just running through everybody like hot knife through a butter, and y'all will still disrespect us by telling us we need to be careful because of Orlando Magic. So, yeah, this is going to be a good lunch one, man. So, Greg, be ready. I can't wait. And I ain't even going to come right out with it. Y'all know how I do. We're going to go through the show, and I'm going to wait till Greg ain't expecting it. And I'm going to say, tell me about them Orlando Magic I need to watch out for again. Because it was 45-22 before the ref even, by the time the ref threw the ball in the air for the jump ball, by the time we tipped it out, it was 45-22. We couldn't even go to a commercial break yet. We ain't went to commercial yet. Game over. Yeah, I'm happy. Oh, y'all know I'm a big sports fan. I just don't bog y'all down with all my sports talk. I'm a huge sports fan. So don't nothing make me more happy than when my team win, and don't nothing make me more mad and sad than when my team lose. Y'all know, if y'all been listening to the podcast, y'all know all them Sunday, Mondays when I had to come in there and tell y'all about how my Browns got their ass kicked. And I used to, and it ruined my whole Sunday. But those days are over because the Cavs got my back. Cavs ain't gonna let me down. And the Cavs just gave me enough ammo to talk my shit to Greg. So, y'all, I'm about to order me some good lunch courtesy of Mini Me. Like the live before you get up out of here. Share it. I'm about to see what I can order healthy. I'm gonna tell you all about it on the lunch show. Plus, Greg. That's what I was doing when I was watching the Cavs do their thing. And I was like, ooh, it's going to be over with for Greg tomorrow. Let's go. Definitely, thank you, Lauren. Definitely, please comment, subscribe, support the podcast, support the show. Link is in the description. Much love. Make sure you come back when this closes out, like Lauren said. Once this live closes, come back, fill up the comments. It helps push out the message. And as always, I'm out. Meanie Me says, have a great, blessed day, everyone. Stay safe and keep your head on a swivel. See you at lunch. Ow.